Okay, hope we've talked a little bit before about this this E thing. So if you're talking about this E, what I always like to start with is, okay, it sounds confusing. It sounds like something you don't know anything about, but you remember way back when, and you've done it for several years now, that you learned that pi came out to this 3.14159 yada, yada, yada. And you would use more decimals if you needed to be more accurate and look it up if you needed to. It's sort of the same way with this E. So when you're compounding interest, when something's happening an infinite number of times, so compounding continuously, because you take this rate divided by the number of times. So this is going to really kind of approach like this number, and then you raise it to the power of the number of time periods times the years. So that whole sort of thing that goes like that, if you think about it, this n is going to infinity, so this is going to infinity. So because this sort of goes to zero, but this, the whole thing ends up approaching this number that's so just like this. So this E, just like you learned and got used to pi being that, if you have to work with it long enough, you'll get used to it. You'll get this whole idea that E is just this number, just like this weird symbol pi. I mean, it's almost less weird than that because pi is even the Greek letter. E is at least a normal letter that we're used to. But anyway, all that being said, this original problem, e to the negative ninth equaling the 0.0001, and we need to now change that into a logarithm. So the logarithm here goes like this, log. Remember your base, that's your base still, e, it's just weird that it's a letter, of your answer over here on the other side, the argument of your log comes from over there when you're converting it, and it equals my exponent. So as a logarithm, it would look like this, and then log base e, because it comes from this infinity thing and this number that e approaches, it just gets this weird name. They call this part right here the natural log, abbreviated ln, both lowercase. So ln of the 0.001 equals the negative 9. So in this problem, when it says rewrite it in logarithm form, that right there is what I put in there for my answer.